Hello whiskey lovers and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today I want to talk to you about the Auchentoshan 21-year-old. Now I know I've spoken about the Auchentoshan before because I've tried the Auchentoshan 21 before from different eras. You will remember that in one of the recent ramblings I talked to you about this one, the Auchentoshan 21-year-old from 1973. And I remember saying that in this mix there were, in my opinion, a lot of sherry casks. Now, later on, there was a new 21-year-old, and the modern 21-year-old looks like this. And I have to say, and like I said in the previous rambling, I do believe that there is more bourbon cask matured Auchentoshan in the mix now than there was 2 to 3 decades ago, maybe even 4. Anyway, what I would like to try today is the modern 21-year-old, the new one. And this one is also bottled at 43% ABV. So let's see if this newer version, the modern day version, today's version, can hold its own as well. So Auchentoshan, as you know, is a Lowlander distillery, triple distilled, which means every single drop goes through a wash still, then the intermediate still, and then finally into a spirit still, which means that Auchentoshan takes one of the highest cuts in the industry, around 82%, and that gives you a how shall I put it, an extra delicate spirit, let me put it that way. So now this one is a new one, the modern version, and this one has got a beautiful full golden color, 43% on the nose. Well, I get a fresh mix of green apples with some vanilla, some gooseberry, some apricots, tobacco leaves, barley, some sugared almonds. There is some honey in there as well and some dried grass. The maple syrup and the mint that I got on this one is in here as well, but it's a bit subdued. It's a bit less. It's very light, and it also has a bit of a hint of oak. But as a whole, this is a very exciting nose. It has to be said. Very inviting indeed on the palate then. Loads of creamy honey, some sugared orange peel, citrusy notes shine through very, very clearly now. Some nuts in there as well, and some after eight. You know those little chocolatey mints, chocolates filled with mint after eight? That's what this reminds me of a little bit. But it's very sweet, very inviting, loads of citrusy notes here. And it has to be said, it comes in layers. It's a bit complex even. On the finish then, the finish is long on citrusy notes, some dried grass, apricots return on the finish, and it's mildly drying towards the end. It's not overly long, but medium long, let me put it that way. Anyway, contrary to the older releases, this does seem to have more bourbon casks than sherry casks in the mix, but it is still a wonderfully mature Auchentoshan. And believe me or not, it goes very well with the stew, in my humble opinion. The Auchentoshan 21-year-old at 43%, it's a cracker dram. And that's all for this very short and very exciting whiskey rambling, the Auchentoshan 21-year-old. That's all for this whiskey rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's whiskey ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you. Bye-bye.